Shalom, shalom.
Salam, salam.
Yeah, shalom. Have a good day. Yeah, today we want to just talk about what is marriage or what constitutes marriage because as we live in the world where we are so surrounded by different cultures and different views and opinion and religion and beliefs, so we have also different answers to that question: what constitutes marriage and what is marriage. You go to the Christian, you ask them what is marriage, they will tell you their own definition. You go to the Muslim, they will tell you their own definition. You go to the secular culture which surrounds us, each and every culture that surrounds us, they have their own definition of what constitutes marriage. But really, why should it be so very difficult to answer or to have a, a simple answer to that question? Because it's not only men that get married. God has ordained marriage to every creature that lives on earth. And why it's so difficult for us human beings? Because even animals get married. We see animals with their wives, being husband and wives and their children. I think the answer will be so very easy and so simple as to answer what is to eat. So when you go, for example, to the Muslim beliefs, uh, they don't agree that a man should be charged for a bride price. They believe that the parents of those who want to get married, they should offer things or gifts to the new couple that are going to start a new home, and make a party where everyone will know that these people are husband and a wife. And you go to the culture and the Christianity, yeah, they believe that a man should pay a bride price. When I speak of Christianity, I don't speak about the Bible, because Christianity, most of Christianity that we see, they do not follow the Bible. Because if we read the history of Abraham, when Abraham wanted Isaac to get married, he sent his servant to a place where he intended, and he gave his servant the gifts, so that if his servant is welcomed, he should take those gifts and offer as a form of appreciation to the family of the bride. There was no charging of prices. Even when we go to Jacob Jacob went to work 7 years for Rachel. But if we read correctly the history of Jacob, it was not from his uncle's view that he should work for 7 years. He spoke in his own mouth that he was going to work for 7 years to get Rachel. And because according to their culture, it was not allowed that the younger should get married first before the elder. So they gave to Jacob Leah. And afterward, he again worked another 7 years for Rachel, because he wanted Rachel. So when I say Christians do not follow the Bible, this is not an offensive word, because we know that even polygamy, I call it polygyny, but because I have learned that polygamy is not a proper way to call a man who has multiple wives, because yeah, it's an amalgamation of the word polygamy. Yeah, it's not the correct word. What I learned that it is polygyny and not polygamy. So coming to that answer again, what constitutes marriage? What is marriage? The answer is simple. It's like true. If I was to ask, what is to eat food? So, because we end up getting some views of from Christianity that sex before marriage is a sin, and they have not yet have their own opportunity to put that verse in the Bible, since it is not in the Bible, that verse. But as the world still continue, I believe that as the writers and the translators are daily making changes in the Bible, they are going to impose that word because it's already in their minds. So they are going to put it. So they say sex before marriage is sin. Then what is a marriage? Where did Adam, is it a bride price, or is it having your, what we call the wedding garments, white robes and ties and all those things, which it was introduced by the Western culture into Africa? Or is it our own culture that defines marriage? Well, to my own understanding and to the truth, is that marriage is simply when a young girl, especially a virgin, finds a man, not just a young man or an elder man. It depends on whom she wants to get married to, because even polygyny, she can get married to a man that is already married, or choose to get married to a man that is not yet married. And the problem with that also is that some of our girls, that when they've married a man who has no wife, if another woman first, and she come first to that man, she thinks that then she's the closing of the door in that family. Sometimes she may have a difficulty of having children. She will not allow even that man to get married to another woman, bring another woman, so that in the family, so that the name of that man may continue even after them. So that is another wickedness that is in the world today. So anyway, if I could say that sex itself is a marriage, the first time that a young virgin sleeps with a man, she is married to that man. I know that is offensive to many, because it's against the culture and the beliefs and the traditions of men. But true speaking, sex itself is what constitutes marriage, because two people can go to the altar and they swear, and after swearing, they can choose to divorce if there is something wrong that they discover even before they sleep together. But the scripture I think it's Deuteronomy 22. It tells us that if a man finds a young virgin who has not been betrothed, that word to be betrothed or betrothed, I don't understand. I'm not English is not my first language, as you can hear from my pronunciation and my expression. It's not my daily language, so I'm just trying to get everyone to hear me, because English is the word, is the language which is mostly spoken in the world, in every corner of this world. So yeah. And again, the other answer, what constitutes marriage? If the parents and that I'm 100% sure that when the parents agree to give their daughter to that man who came to ask for that young virgin or that woman, that is marriage. It shouldn't be so difficult, but people try to make everything difficult. I like the Muslim definition. As I was listening to a video, a certain Muslim woman was saying this words that charging bride price is a violence to a man. And really, why today we don't have marriages in the world and the women are so stubborn? Because these things of bride price has become a business. When you propose a girl and you tell her that I want to marry you, she thinks of man at home. And when she go back and tell her parents, I found a man, oh, what do you think? Man at home. So it shouldn't be in that way. Why making life so difficult when it's already difficult? Anyway, have your own opinion and comment under my video. Put your comment below. I will also read how do you view it. But marriage, not only men get married, but every creature in the world. God has ordained marriage between female and male. So that's all for today. Shalom. Have a blessed weekend. The Lord is coming.